Hello. Wait! Don't comment yet. Let me explain myself, okay? So, I know Lil Darkie has said some really, awful things in his music, right? And spread a lot of hate around. But he makes pretty good music now, right? I don't know if it's because the internet just absolutely hates him, but listen, he recently released an album, okay? It was Yang, and it was filled with a lot of beautiful lyricism, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I want to talk about it, right? I really do want to talk about the beautiful lyricism, but it's surrounded in this hate and malice from his name. And I just want to talk about the music. I don't want to talk about the person, okay? I don't, it's not my deal, okay? I just want to be able to talk about the music. But of course, the music is always related to the person. And I don't know how to parse that. Because I really want to explain why it's so beautiful and how I think there's so much love in it and so much thought. It's really, really incredible music. And it's just the lyricism, okay? And I don't care about his past stuff. I don't care about anything that really made people hate him, okay? I just care about this album. And there are some other songs that are pretty good, right? But his foundation, his beginnings were very juvenile. And I'm sure there are plenty of you who listened to him in middle school and thought, wow, this is so edgy. I love it. And then you maybe got a little older and they were like, wow, I hate this guy. Wow, he's so evil. Wow, let's cancel him. I don't know. But I don't care about that. I do not care about the internet. I do not care about what anybody thinks on the internet. I just want to make this video without annihilating my reputation. Because as a creator, I have to think about what I put out. And this project that I've been working on is a lot of a passion project. Because I really see the beauty in the lyrics. But there's a lot of people who don't put a lot of thought into what they say and don't have a good critique. Because if you look at a lot of comments or, a lot of critiques and you really analyze it for what it's saying, it's a lot of misunderstanding. It's a lot of, I don't understand how you could make this. I don't understand why you would make this. Now, that's not what they usually say, but that's the root of it. There's usually a lot more hate around it. But if you uncover that and you really look at it, it's just people can't understand it. And I want people to understand it. And mostly this beautiful song, right? But trying to parse that is making it really difficult to think of what do I do for the video, right? What, thumbnail and title are everything on YouTube, yeah. What do I do about this? I don't want to link it directly to him. but I also need to acknowledge the artist for the art they make. And trying to take the art out of the artist is really difficult. I don't even think it's that possible unless the medium allows it. So I don't know what to do about this, because the aesthetic of the video is important, right? And I have no base to work with besides the song that I want to review, I guess. Not really review, but just articulate how beautiful it is. And whenever I do eventually create some of the visuals for it, I already have some ideas for the middle of the video. But as always, the introduction and the conclusion are the most difficult part. The meat is already what I've got cooked up. But I need the carrots and I need the baked potatoes, and it's hard. I don't know what to do. Because if I change up the style, right, and I just make it the meat, I don't even care about the introduction or the conclusion. I just want you to know. I just want you to have the meat, okay? But it doesn't allow me to tell the story that I want to tell. Not of him as a person or the album, but as the song itself, what it talks about, and how that relates to him, right? Okay, so it's a little bit about the person. And the story of him, finding himself, right? Because we're all people, and we all want to find ourselves, and we all want to know who we are. And I think he found out, and he made a song about it, and it's beautiful. And I want to tell others about that beauty. But unfortunately, finding himself also involved a lot of online hate. And I want to avoid that. But here's the beautiful thing, right, my dear viewer? You can hate so much online at one person, but they can still create. I cannot be stopped. I can always go back to the box, and I can always put more stuff in it. And you can't stop me. I will always be making things. And I will always talk about the things that I am passionate about. And I will always want to tell my story and the story of others. And I will always look for beautiful things, because that is where I find my joy. Anyways, toodles.